Hey everyone, and I'm back again with another mixed media layout to using Katie Mixed Media Stencil. So check out the shop, the links down below, because she has some awesome, great stuff. So I've just got onto the side here, every pink dilution paint that I own and one other pink acrylic paint that I own that add an extra tone. And I'm just using my wide, is it 1.5 inch, maybe 2 inch? No, I don't think it's 2. To put this on the page, just put in some blocks and just adding the colour everywhere. I did just spray some water on my page before I started to put the colour down, because I thought I might make a lot of like a watercolour effect, but then I thought that's going to change what I'm thinking. I wanted the vibrant colours. So just wiping off my brush there in the art journal, that way I can cover over that writing that I had going on, but also to have a background to work on when I want to work in the art journal next time. So, for some reason, I have a lot of pink dilution paints. I do not have girls, but that has obviously not stopped me, because actually this layout is going to have 2 photos of both of my boys, and it's going to look great. It is a pink layout. There's not much more, a little bit of white I believe, and that is all that I put on there. So just completing it. They're just trying to make sure that colours aren't touching, like shades are not touching each other. But if it does, it doesn't matter. I'm pretty much wanting just that the pink and the shades of pink to be the stepping stone for the rest of the layout. So on it goes, and some of it I've left some good streaks, others I've gone sideways and up and down with it, others I've got a little bit of the other colour in, like a different shade of pink, and it just adds to the life of that background. So finishing up here, I believe. I don't think I fiddle too much more with it. Just wiping off my brush in the art journal again. I don't know, I know why. I was going to say, I don't know why I didn't put it on screen. But I didn't put it on screen because it was a bit tricky to hold it and have enough force to paint with it at the same time. So this is the Hexagon stencil for this week, and this is what I'm using the same colours, and what I've got is a makeup sponge. I dabbed it in the paint, put it on my desk so that I can thin it out by dabbing it up and down, and through the stencil it goes. So a good trick is, when you're doing this kind of thing, is to do a darker colour on like a darker shade on top of the colour, or a darker colour, or a lighter colour that's going to show up as a contrast like this. So just randomly putting it through the stencil. I don't like to go from one corner to the other corner to the bottom and filling it up, the stencil, in a square. I like to randomly put it everywhere, like you can see here, making it look a bit more natural, I guess, is probably a good way to explain it. More like that you've randomly put it there, but it actually looks like it's meant to be that way. So through it goes, just putting it here, putting it there, making it run off the page, because why not? And do I put it here? Oh yes. So I don't even know where my photos are going to go at the moment. I'm pretty sure I've got my photos picked out, but I'm not sure where I'm going to put them at this time. Just using up the paint, pretty much I just wanted to make sure that paint gets used up. And it's pretty simple, just a makeup sponge actually. And you can wash them out, it does take a while to dry. However, I just leave them and then use them the next time. They get a bit harder, but it just depends on what texture you're looking for. So getting out one of my boxes that have got a lot of tissue paper in it. Wanted some pink because I think my layout's got lots of pink on it and needs a bit more. And I've pulled out a white doily because I thought that might be a nice light contrast without taking away from the effect of all the pink. On I go, slowly taking off some double-sided tape. My goodness, that was riveting 30 seconds. Just overlapping the photos here. So we were just waiting for fish and chips one night, and they were sitting on each other's lap, and they leant in for a kiss, and it was quite funny, my other son's reaction to his brother wanting a kiss. So Luckily I had the camera out, which is a common occurrence for me really, but I got to snap that fun little cheeky moment. And really, in this layout, the photos do the telling of the story, so I didn't really need to do any journaling. Just trying to work out that my layers, and I thought it might be nicer to have the doily in between the tissue papers rather than it mostly hidden behind the layers. It's just double-sided taping again. Seriously, riveting TV. Riveting. So just ripping, making it look like it's exactly where it needs to be and gluing it down. So these little pink doilies came from Spotlight. One time we travelled to Wagga to visit some family, and I thought stop into Spotlight because it seems to be better than the one here at Queanbeyan on the edges of Canberra. And there was lots of these little tiny doilies and lots of ribbon, not hearts, ribbon bows that I picked up. They were lovely. And they are a nice addition to my stamps, my stash. So I found this word, I'm pretty sure Dear Lizzie, looks like a Dear Lizzie. These phrases and putting them on, and I could not get this heart for the life of me because on the other side was a really thick word that was making it the paper not bend. So it took me a little bit, which is why it broke and I had to glue it down, which is not a bad thing because you probably should glue them anyway. Add a little word coming from that, some tiny word sticker, and it might be nearly calling it a day. Although I've got a little bit of video left, so maybe not. Oh, so to the right of my desk, I've got all my enamel dots, and I just color coded them the other day. So it was quite easy to pick out some pink, and once again, I have a lot of pink enamel dots. For someone who's got boys, you'd think I'd have very minimal, if not none. But I have a lot, and look at me go. Different shades. It's really cool because there's different shades in the background that I can use every shade of pink and it will match. Any shade that I found in my stash, it would pretty much go with it. So just putting some enamel dots in the 4 places, well 3 kind of. One around the word title, up the top on the top on the bottom of the words, and then some to the left and to the left top corner and the right bottom corner. And here I was saying earlier it didn't really need some journaling, but apparently I decided it did need some journaling. And this was somewhere where I rushed in, and when I did something in a moment I was like, should have done that the whole way. So using my little 0.1 pen, I don't know what that brand one is actually, maybe Stadler. And then I thought, I could use my Uniball white pen to underline it. And then I thought I should have used it to write. It was a pink and white layout. Oh, goodness. So here I am just using my pen because it's in my hand now. And I figured it needed something to finish off the layout. So just outlining some of those hexagons with some messy lines. Putting it here, there, and everywhere. And then I'm also adding some plus signs to the background and to the embellishment little enamel dot clusters, because I figure that's what is going to make it look like it all ties together. On it goes with some crosses, outlining the hexagons. So that, if you like the look of doodling but you're not sure that you can do it, it's actually as simple as drawing a border or just squiggling, putting some crosses, outlining something. It can be that simple and so effective that you should try it. If you are thinking that it needs that, or if someone, if you're at an event and someone suggests that, maybe just try it. It's not going to hurt it that much. If you don't like it in that one spot, then you can just cover it up. So what am I doing? My video is frozen and I'm not sure what I'm doing as to what I can tell you that is happening. So hopefully it's self-explanatory, and hopefully it's going to catch up before the end of the video, because I don't know that you just want to hear me rabbit on about nothing and watch me doing something maybe spectacular that you're like, what? Actually, I think I get out the black pen. Yes, I did get out my black pen, and I figured I'd add in some of that black in the rest of the layout to tie in the journaling. So outlining the hexagon again and adding some plus signs. So sorry about that little glitch in the voiceover recording, but we all caught up together and we're going to finish together. In fact, I'm coming to the end of the layout, so check out the close-ups below. Check out Katie Mixed Media's shop because you want to get one of these stencils, or all the stencils probably is a better phrase. But anyway, I'll catch you then.